Happy Friday, Vikings, and welcome back to another edition of the Vtv Friday Show. I'm your host, Layla Dyer, and we've got a great show for you today. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be part of the Vtv crew for one of our live broadcasts? Let's kick things off with an inside look with Emmanuel Wright.
The Viking Broadcasting Company, students are just watching the game, they're broadcasting it live. From soccer to school events like the boys volleyball team-sponsored kickball game, the HF Broadcasting Seminar and production classes are behind the scenes and on the air.
It's real cool because it's like you get a real in-depth point of view of what it's like to actually interview and actually be a silent reporter like you see on TV at football games or basketball games and things like that. Working on the live streams are very fun because you get to learn different things, different roles, being a mixer, being a reporter, being an announcer and things like that, holding the camera. You learn a bunch of different things and skills that you can use in the future if you ever want to pursue broadcasting.
It's pretty cool. It's a little nerve-wracking because you have to, everybody's coming to you asking, should I do this or should I do that? And you're like, yeah, and you also have to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. And if one thing goes wrong, it's basically all on the director.
It's a really cool opportunity to, get behind the scenes and see what people do on national television and get the behind the scenes aspect. So I think it's really cool that we get that opportunity.
It's pretty cool to do these live streams from VTV, particularly because I get honors points, so that means that there's snacks involved. But I do it because I want to be able to become a pro at this myself and be better off in the future.
I think it's really cool doing graphics because you're able to just watch the game while also contributing to the truck. It's a really calm job, but in the end you're still doing a lot for VTV, so I think it's pretty fun. Doing live trucks for VTV is a really interesting experience. The first live truck I did, it was kind of hectic, but once I got the hang of it, it was pretty cool. Now this is my second one, overall, and this is my third year doing broadcasting. So I think I've learned a good bit, and I'm just excited to do this live show for the soccer team. So go HF.
Whenever. I think it's pretty cool for me to be announcing this meet with my partner Xavier Pratt because I've been watching stuff like this on VTV for a long time and on television. So for me to actually be able to step up and do it is pretty cool.
It is really amazing to be able to announce this meet. Me and my partner Jackson are really looking forward to it. Had to miss practice today, but it's all right. We're ready to roll and see some good swimming. I would definitely recommend joining VTV for the live stream. It's a lot of energy, a lot of good camera work, and we really just have a great time streaming for you all.
Catch HF Sports and events live on Viking Television's YouTube channel and support the students bringing the action to your screen. Reporting for VTV, I'm Emmanuel Wright. Have a great day and go Vikings!
This week, representatives from the Illinois State Board of Education stopped by our school for a meeting, and I got the chance to interview State Superintendent Dr. Tony Sanders and Vice Chair of the Board, Dr. Donna Leak. We'll have more info on the meeting next week, and the interviews are already posted on our VTV YouTube. Here's a sneak peek.
What's the importance of ISB meeting at schools instead of in meetings in offices like in Springfield or downtown?
So we visit schools, at least 2 different school districts every year, the state board does, just to be visible in the public and to see what's actually happening in the schools that our board serves.
How much does it mean to come back to a place that I'm sure was a special moment in your career?
So as I said, this is where I started my career as a student teacher, and I came back here in 1990 as a math teacher, and I did not know my own capacity, but HF said to me, you have the ability to go further than you ever thought you could.
Tuesday evening, the second ever Noche Cultural was held in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, and our cameras were there to catch all the action.
So as we know, our true north here at home with Flossmoor High School is diversity and inclusion. And we really want to elevate student voice in the work that we do. And so 2 years ago, a former student of ours, Vianney Martinez, actually came to me and was like, I have an idea of how I really want to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. And so Una Noche Cultural was really the birth child of this wonderful student of ours. Una Noche Cultural is a great way for kids to be able to connect and celebrate who they are. It gives them a chance to embrace their Latinidad, to come out, to showcase their talents, their music, their pride, and just really get in touch with their roots. I really hope that long term this can turn into a space for our Latina community members to feel at home and for our Latina students to feel at home. I think a lot of students come to me and express a need to go somewhere and to feel like they have a space that belongs to them. I think this could turn into a really great space to talk about issues that are facing our Latina community, possibly bring in community members to help people with scholarship assistance, Spanish-speaking people to help with any other sort of assistance that might be beneficial to our students. We really do our best to get student voices when it comes to planning this.
Interested in medicine? You might enjoy this next segment. HF's anatomy classes recently took a trip to a cadaver lab. Check it out.
Hello, Vikings. Our very own honors anatomy and physiology class took a very interesting field trip last week. Ms. Gallagher and Ms. Zimmerman took a few students to a cadaver lab here in our area. This field trip gave students a unique opportunity to interact with a real cadaver and apply the classroom knowledge into a real-life hands-on experience. Here, we have Seth Jackson, a student on the field trip, to give you a little more insight on his experience.
We went to the cadaver field trip at the University of National Health Sciences. It was a great trip, great hands-on learning experience. It really helped me in the class with putting the names to everything we're learning in the class, and it's a great building opportunity because we're going to work on cadavers if you want to go into medical and anatomy in college. So it's a great hands-on first experience learning with the cadavers and touching everything and doing it.
Special thanks to Mr. Shora for the engaging and hands-on experience for our very own HF students. Reporting for VTV, I'm Emmanuel Wright.
It's October 17th. Let's take a look at today's celebrity birthdays.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. 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 If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Finally, it's time for today's Mental Health Minute with Miss Van Vliet.
Hi, I'm Miss Van Vliet, and I'm back with another Mental Health Minute from the counseling department, the social workers, psychologists, and guidance counselors we have here at HF. Today we're going to be talking about something that everybody does, breathing. How many times have you been upset or stressed out where someone said, hey, just take a breath, you'll be fine? The problem is, when we get stressed out, a lot of the times our breathing starts to become shallow and move from the top part of our body like this. Unfortunately, that doesn't help us when we're stressed out or nervous or anxious or trying to cope with something. So we have to remind our brain to take breaths in the way that we take breaths when we're calm, by making sure our stomach goes out when we breathe in, and when we breathe out, it goes back out. One of the easiest ways you can do this is to sing the Happy Birthday song. That also could be the ABCs or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You've sung that so many times that your brain has now started to remember, oh, I need to breathe here. So for example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Your breath comes automatically. Happy birthday to you. These things come automatic because our brain has learned them since we were very small. So when you're stressed out and someone tells you to take a breath, try singing one of these songs in your head and using what's already there. You have the skills. Thank you for listening to this Mental Health Minute.
Well, that's all our segments. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Don't forget, next week is a different schedule, so you'll only see us Monday and Wednesday. but make sure you're tuning in. I'm your host, Layla Dyer, and from all of us here at VTV, sign up for Lip Sync and have a great weekend.